Hey guys, what's up? And welcome to my E3 2019 Halo prediction video. I did one of these last year and I got it completely wrong, but I thought I'd do another one this year, mainly because we know of some things that are going to be happening with E3 to do with Reach, but more about that in a second, as well as what I think is going to be happening with Infinite, when I think Infinite's going to come out, and when I think the flighting's going to start for the Halo Reach MCC flight test. So let's get to it, lots to talk about. So, number one, the one thing we know is definitely going to be E3 this year is Halo Reach. Halo Reach is coming to PC, and it is coming to the Master Chief Collection on console. And 343 has said at the most recent social stream that it's going to be a small test play session. I hope it's tip of the spear, because that's one of the most awesome missions in Reach, maybe aside from the Saber mission. But you'll be able to play a small demo on the E3 floor at the 343 or Microsoft booth of Halo Reach. I think that's really awesome to see. You can get your hands on, get a feel of, if you're there, what PC Halo is going to be if you haven't played Halo Online or Halo CE Custom Edition before. And you can really see how beautiful the game looks in 4K, because I'm assuming they're going to be doing it on the Xbox One X. Why wouldn't they, to make it look as beautiful as possible, and on a really powerful PC to show off what Halo on PC is going to look like. I would really like if they included like maybe a couple firefight missions, and then they set up a couple Xboxes to do like a small LAN type scenario. It wouldn't have to be perfect, but they could show off things that are coming to MCC. 343 has stated that the flighting sessions are going to be starting next month at the latest, so it's probably most likely the game is almost ready to be released. It just needs to be bug tested and approved by the community. We give our feedback and our thoughts, and we really refine the game as a community to what we want it to be. Speaking of what we want the game to be, I think most of us would agree that the excitement we have as a community at the moment, I've seen it on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, everyone is so damn excited for there to be a huge player base again. It's like I'm playing Halo 3 for the first time when it's super popular and had like 250,000 people on, or 2.5 million people on, however many it was. I'm sure someone will correct me in the comments. But the hype behind, we're just hoping that this goes well. That's the main thing. We just want it to be a successful launch that gets heaps of people playing, gets Halo excited again. It's a really successful game with a high skill gap that people can really improve, and the championships have awesome personalities, and there's lots of like feuds, and this team hates this team, and it's really awesome to watch. Back like in the days where you'd watch the MLG broadcasts and it'd be really hyped up and everyone would swear at each other and be like, "Ah, you choked," and all that other stuff. That's what we want to see. That's the passion we want to see in the community. I want to see lots of new YouTube channels pop up, all these like awesome strats, finding new and awesome techniques that haven't been in the game before. You can have hundreds and thousands of millions of new players, or new generations of gamers playing Halo for the very first time. Can you imagine? The possibilities are limitless, and that's really what I want to see. I want to see the community absolutely explode when it goes over to PC. Moving on from Halo Reach, what I think is going to happen aside from that is we're going to have a Halo Infinite trailer, a Halo Infinite release date. I'm not sure whether that could possibly change, because I know Halo Infinite is going to be flight tested exactly the way Reach is for MCC, so that could kind of fluctuate. As we have seen with Halo Reach, it's supposed to be flighted almost 2 months ago now, but they've had all these other things come up, which is understandable. You want the game to be perfect, unlike when MCC launched and it got rushed. You want it to be perfect, so I don't mind waiting. But I would love for Halo Infinite to come out 2020 with some flight testing later this year, and then you have a full year of testing and it maybe comes out end of 2020. That would be fantastic for Halo Infinite. I also think we're going to get our first look at what the gameplay is going to look like. They're not going to get away with just doing one trailer and hyping everyone up this year. We're going to want to see something more tangible, something more we can really break down, say, okay, there's sprint, okay, there's armor abilities, what's happening in the campaign. I'm personally invested in the story because I love the campaigns. I love the lore behind it. I love everything around that aspect. So it's going to be really cool to see what they're going to show off. It's going to be a tease, obviously. It might be a mid-mission. I don't think it's going to be the first mission, as they did with, I think, Halo 4's demo. It wasn't the first original mission. And from that, we're going to see, as I said, one, is there sprint? Is there Spartan Charge? There better not be Spartan Charge. Ground Pound. I wouldn't mind Ground Pound, but I understand if they get rid of Spartan Charge, they might get rid of Ground Pound as well. That's fine too, as long as there's no Spartan Charge. Are they going to announce game modes? Is there going to be anything built upon that? Or is it just going to be a walkthrough of the story, a small little trailer, and then thank you for watching, we'll have more information for you rest of the year? That's what I think will most likely happen. I want to be wrong. I want them to give away heaps so it really hypes us up. But the way I saw it is, with Halo Reach coming to MCC, and with Halo going to PC, it's probably going to take the rest of the year for them to really focus on that and get that out. And then it'll slowly lead into Halo Infinite. I feel like once they have Halo on PC for MCC, they could run a beta or flight testing through that software for Halo Infinite. I know some of you guys might say, but Remy, there's 2 separate teams working on the MCC thing. You have a completely separate studio working on the PC port. You have a totally different team working on the MCC console version. And you have the separate Infinite team, which is the Halo 5 team that's now working on Halo Infinite. And yes, you're completely right, but they're a business. They're not going to release everything all at once. Money-wise, that's not a smart business move. So they're going to hype us up with Halo on PC, Reach coming out, and just the whole game porting over to PC or being built from the ground up for PC. And then probably later on, they'll be testing Halo Infinite through the flights and the public flight testing, and then the game will officially release in that capacity. It also wouldn't be a stretch that the MCC Insider that all the flight testing players play on could be used for an Infinite flight test down the track as well. I've seen so many spoilers from Twitter the last few days of just people speculating and guessing what they're going to do. I did a tweet saying, mark my words, Halo Infinite will have sprint, and it was really, it caused a shitstorm. There were so many people that were really against sprint because they're classic Halo players. There's some that were saying, it's a 2020 game, get over it, you need to have sprint now. There is a huge divide on what the Halo community wants out of this game. And yes, we're all optimistic now, but I really hope that everyone just doesn't tear each other a new one. Because yeah, okay, maybe some of you don't want sprint, but the game can still be good with sprint, same as the game can be good without sprint. It really depends on if 343 really just takes our feedback when the flighting begins, and they've been fantastic with that lately. They've been really, really good with listening to our feedback, and as long as they take our thoughts on board, I think it'll be a fantastic game. The number one thing I'd like to see 343 do is, even if they gave us a release date or a outline of what they want to do, I'd like them to be able to say, look, if it doesn't go to plan, it's fine. If they give us a full set date, okay, we're going to be flight testing end of 2019 into 2020, we're going to take that feedback, then we're going to make an official beta midway through the year, planning to release end of 2020, and then that falls through. I want them to feel comfortable enough that they can, okay, push that further back if they need to. So I really feel like, and I've seen this from some of the developers, I've seen this from a lot of the people in the community, I feel like Halo Infinite is the last chance that Halo is going to have to really be a successful AAA title game, and if it flops like Halo 4 did, or Halo 5 was a big success, especially with Warzone, but still it wasn't as popular as we would have hoped it to be, I feel like it's like the last chance Halo is going to have to be largely successful, so they need to take all the time they need. Maybe with a PC audience, that's why they were more inclined with Halo Online being so popular, that they wanted to go that route and get more players that way. I think it's a fantastic move, and I really hope they just take the time to really refine the game and make it as good as it possibly could be. So that's going to do it, guys. What I think is going to be happening at Halo E3 2019 is we're going to get a release date for Halo Infinite. We're going to get more information about the game mechanics that are going to be in Halo Infinite. Are we going to have sprint? Is Spartan Charge gone? And I hope it is. We're going to have Halo Reach definitely, because they've already confirmed that in the social stream yesterday. And hopefully they give us more information as to when the flighting will officially start, as well as an MCC official release of when Reach is going to come out on PC, or at least their plans or their goals as to when that's going to happen. That would be fantastic. And I'm sure that they'll say this anyway, but I really want them to say this is our plan for when the games will come out or when they're scheduled to come out. But if it doesn't go to plan, that we're going to push it back and take all the time we need to make the game as perfect as possible. And I think that's something that everyone as a community, we can all agree with. We don't want a repeat of the Master Chief Collection. So thank you all so much for watching. I have a montage coming out in the next couple of days. Haven't decided if I'm going to do MCC, Halo 5 competitive clips, or BTB Super Fiesta, but you guys will find out eventually what I've decided. What I want to see from you guys is I want your comments of what you think is going to be shown at E3 this year. Let me know if you think there's going to be a trailer. Let me know if you think Sprint's going to be gone or if Sprint's going to be in the game. And I look forward to seeing what you guys think. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.